Need LASIK? Trust the experienced team at the LASIK Center at Evergreen Eye Center. No glasses, no contacts, no limits. What will you do? LASIK at evergreen.com.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
A guy named Kipling is on the phone today for a second date update.
Ew, he sounds very high class.
Yes, he does. Kipling. Apparently, he's not very good at dating, doesn't date a whole lot, and he's afraid that his nerves might have got the best of him on his first date. Kip, how you doing?
Good.
Can I call you Kip?
Yes, actually, Kip is. Most people call me Kip.
Okay. I don't know why. I just don't want to call you Kipling the whole time.
I know, it just sounds
I don't know
weird.
why,
It
but it
rolls
sounds
off
weird.
The tongue weird.
Yeah, it's it's a weird name.
Okay. So, Kip, now I want to call you Kipling every time. This is
I mean, you can if you want to.
all right.
And
Well,
Kip,
anyway.
remember, you're getting made fun of by a guy named Jubal,
Yeah,
so
right.
you're fine, dude.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, Kipling, whatever. Just tell us about your first date a little bit. What's the problem?
Okay, well, I don't generally date a lot, like, for the most part.
Okay.
I just don't go on a lot of dates. I don't do the whole online dating thing, just because it's weird and hard. But anyways, this friend of mine at work, she sort of showed me this, her friend, Mona. She was
Okay.
showing me pictures of her, and she
It sounds to me like you're trying to say your friend from work hooked you up with a date.
Yeah. Am I not explaining that right?
Well, I mean, you did. It just sounds like you're a little nervous maybe and kind of all over the place.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fine, man. You're doing a really good job.
Yeah,
You're here
dude.
with friends. Kip will help you out.
So your friend set you up with a lady.
Right. My friend set me up with this girl, and we talked on the phone, and we decided to go to a restaurant. And I picked a really nice restaurant because I wanted to impress her. I mean, she looked really cute. I hadn't been on a date in a while, and I wanted to impress
Take her somewhere where they have silverware.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think that's a good move.
Classy.
Yeah.
A woman will always love you if you feed her well.
Well, I guess, yeah, right? But I got there late. I misjudged the traffic, and I got there like 15, maybe 20 minutes late.
Oh, wow. That is a lot late. Like 5 minutes is okay, but if you're 15 minutes late.
Yeah, it's a long time
know.
to wait.
Did you text her and say, hey, run in a little bit behind?
No, I didn't want to text while I was driving. No one should do that.
That's a good point.
Back to your date, Kip. How did she react when you were that late? Did she seem upset by that?
She seemed fine with it. She was really nice about it, but I was already so nervous because I was late. And then this thing happened. Well, I guess I was surprised by the size of her. She had a really big chest area.
Oh, Kip.
Okay.
Wait.
That'll happen. That'll happen sometimes.
She had boobs, is what you're saying. Big ones.
Brooke.
Yeah, and I wasn't bothered by it, obviously, but I just sometimes I would catch myself, not talking or looking at her face, and I was just really nervous, and so at one point I feel like I overcompensated, and then I just stared too much at her face.
Like it's kind of like when somebody has a weird growth on their face or something, and you're like, I can't look at it, and then you keep catching yourself looking at it.
Yeah, but if that was on her chest.
Okay.
Did she
She had two, I guess, apparently.
Giant
Yeah.
growths.
Did you actually address the problem, or did you guys not talk about? I'm serious. Like,
No. She had big boobs? No.
well, I mean, I have not a huge chest, but I have a larger top half, and when somebody's staring, sometimes I'll just ask, hey,
Eyes
up
up here.
here.
Well, if you're asking me if I went online and looked at pictures of you, I haven't.
What?
No, I don't think she's saying that
No.
at all. I think she's saying, did it ever get brought up that you were having trouble paying attention to the conversation because of your date's boobs?
Oh. No, I thought that Brooke was asking me if I'd ever seen her chest, because it's larger.
No, no, she wasn't. But hey, you can always go to the website after the second date update is done and look if you want.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, Kip.
All right. So, did she make any reference to you staring at her chest or not staring at her chest?
No, not that I remember. I didn't. I mean, no.
Okay. So it was just something that you were self-conscious about on the date.
Yeah, and then I was self-conscious that I was self-conscious about it.
Yeah.
So the whole time, that's all you were thinking about is don't look too long at her boobs. Oh, crap, I looked at her boobs.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And then I was thinking about looking at her boobs, and it was just... It was
It was just downhill for you. Did you hear a word that she said on the date?
I mean, I know at one point she was talking about swimming, but I have no idea what that was about or anything.
How long did you spend at dinner staring at her breasts?
Well, so that was the thing. I thought that, I don't know, in my mind I thought dinner and drinks would last like 3 hours, and then we were done by like 45 minutes. So I started to panic, and I was, suggesting a bunch of activities like, do you want to go bowling? Or, I don't know, I just was suggesting these activities, and she kind of wasn't really into it. She said she had to go and meet a friend, and so, I walked her to her car, and I didn't get a chance to like try to kiss her or anything because she was getting in her car, and then I asked her if I could call her, but she was closing the door. I don't know if she heard me or not.
So you walk her to her car and she didn't really say much to you and close the door in your face? Because that's what it sounds like.
Well, it wasn't that bad. I was just a little nervous, and so by the time I, worked up the courage to just ask if I could call her, she was closing the door.
I picture her driving out of the parking lot. Like, can I call you? No? Okay.
And then she squealed off.
Kind of.
Kip, you sound like a really nice guy talking to you, but your description of the date sounds like you acted like an awkward perv.
Yes.
No, I wasn't being pervy. It's just that was what was on my mind about her. And I don't date a lot, and I thought that this girl was really nice, and we kind of had a nice time. I just was hoping you guys could help me figure out like what went wrong.
Okay, we can definitely do that. What we'll do is we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Okay, thanks, guys.
Okay, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
I can honestly say, out of all the second date updates we've ever done, the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of second date updates, I've never wanted anybody to get a second date more than my man Kipling, who's on the phone right now to do a second date update.
It's the story of an underdog.
You might know him as the Kipmeister, the Kipinator, Mr. Kipplesworth. Kipling is on the phone right now. He's a great dude, but he got a little nervous on his first date because he was ambushed by a woman with big bazooms.
I don't think
And
she
that will
ambushed
happen
him.
from time to time. Kip was not ready for it. If you were listening to the first part of the second date update, Kip explained that he has not dated very much. He went out with a girl that he met through a coworker, and when he met her at the restaurant, which he was 15 minutes late to, by the way, she actually had a very large chest, and Kip was nervous the whole time and couldn't pay attention. He barely heard a word she said. She ended the date by just hopping in the car and leaving, and he hasn't spoken to her since. Kipling, are you ready?
Yeah. I hope you can work your magic or do your thing,
Well, we'll see if we can do our thing here. I'm going to dial the phone over right now, okay?
Okay.
Hello?
I was looking for Mona.
Yeah, this is her.
Hello, Mona. My name is Jubal, and I host a radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay.
Cool. Have you ever heard the show before at all?
Yeah, no, I mean, I've heard of you. I just don't listen
That's okay.
that often.
Okay, cool. Well, you may have never listened really before, but you're actually on the show right now.
What do you mean?
I mean that one of our listeners actually sent us an email about you.
About me?
Yep.
Really?
Yep, and they said all nice things, too.
That's great. What's it about?
It's about a date that you went on recently.
Really?
Yeah, you went on a date with a guy named Kipling.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you mean Kip?
I do. Yes, I do. And he actually emailed us because he wanted us to get a hold of you. I guess you're not calling him back since your date, and he's confused.
Yeah.
Is there a reason why you don't want to go out with him again?
I mean, he seemed like a really sweet guy, but I could just tell he was really, really nervous, like anxiously nervous, like kind of extremely awkward.
On a scale of 1 to 10 and the most awkward dates you've ever been on, how was this date?
A 15.
So
I'll tell you why I ask it like that, because we actually talked to Kipling. Sounds like a nice guy, but he was also very nervous talking to us, so I can't imagine how he would be on a date.
Yeah, like everything you can imagine, like times 1,000.
Did it get better as you guys hung out longer?
Yeah.
No, it only got worse.
Oh.
How did it get
Poor
worse?
guy.
Like, he showed up almost 20 minutes late
Right.
without letting me know.
Yeah.
When he walked in, though, despite being 20 minutes late, were you kind of excited? Like, oh, he's cute.
I mean, he was like nerdy, awkward, cute. I was like, maybe this could end well. But I'd been waiting for him to order, and the waitress came, and he gave her our menus and said we wouldn't be ordering food. We were just going to get drinks. But I'd waited all day to eat.
What?
It was already like after 7, and I hadn't eaten, and all we were getting was drinks. Like, we went to this nice restaurant, and we weren't even going to get food. Like, why didn't we just go to the bar?
Oh, I would have been like,
strategy.
hell no, I'm getting food. You don't even want to see me when I'm hungry right now.
We were like a few drinks in, and I started getting a little tipsy, and I finally was like, hey man, like, I'm really hungry, like, is it okay if we order something? And he was like, yeah, sure, I'll get an appetizer for us to split.
Oh, wow.
So then he decides to get calamari, which is fine, it was great.
Yeah.
And I was eating, and he could tell that I was uncomfortable, so then he says, can I ask you a question? And of course I said, sure. And he asked me if I'm having a good time because my face doesn't look like I'm having a good time.
Oh.
Your face doesn't look like you're having fun. What'd you say to that?
I just smiled and put more calamari in my mouth.
Come on, you were, though, probably showing some pain on your face at this point.
I think at that point, a few drinks in, no food in my stomach, I couldn't hide a thing.
All right.
Yeah.
So it was just a very awkward time for you.
It was extremely awkward.
All right. You know what else is going to be awkward?
What?
He's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you right now.
Wait, what?
Yep. Kip, where you at?
Hi, Mona.
Oh, no. Hi, Kip.
Hi.
Okay.
Kip, why are you doing this? I'm confused.
Well, you weren't answering my messages. I
Oh.
thought I wanted to talk to you and see if you wanted to go on another date.
Okay.
Kip, did you hear what I said about our first date?
Yeah, and but listen, the thing is, okay, so I don't date a lot, and
Yeah.
I really liked you, and you made me nervous, and I was already really nervous because I was late, and the thing is, I just showed up, and I just wasn't expecting a woman of your nature to be there.
Kip, what does that even mean?
What did that mean, Kip?
No, I just mean you're very beautiful. You know, you're very you have captivating features.
Oh.
You know.
Kip, that's really sweet.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and I just got nervous, and that's why maybe I wasn't the best dater. I was nervous, and I could tell you weren't having a good time, and the reason I didn't order a bunch of food is because I don't know, maybe we were gonna, something was gonna happen.
What?
Oh, Kip.
Wait, what are you talking about, Kip? What was going to happen if you ordered food?
I don't know. Maybe you just you don't know what happens if the date goes well, and
Oh, gosh.
I just didn't want to have anyone to feel awkward about having bad breath or have stuff in their teeth or anything.
So wait,
You mean
were
like if you
planning-
guys are going to kiss or something at the end there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I thought he was planning a lot more than that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
me
Kip.
too, but I'm not really giving Kip that much credit.
I was like, damn, son, slow down.
No. I just meant kissing. Like, we might kiss if it went well. It's a date. That's how would,
Okay.
Kip, I get being nervous, like going on dates and stuff, but you probably don't want to ask if they're having a good time because their face doesn't look happy. Kind of a turnoff.
I didn't mean like that. I mean, your face is beautiful. Your whole is beautiful. You're beautiful, you know? I didn't mean it like that. I just meant, like, I could tell, like, you weren't having a good time, and I wanted you to have a good time, you know?
Yeah, Kip, but, like, maybe you could have phrased it a little differently.
Yeah. Look, I was nervous, and I don't date a lot, okay? But, like, listen, I'm a really nice guy, and, you know, I just feel like I could do it right, you know? We could go somewhere and get food, and I don't know.
Mona, think about it. Like, he's laying it all out there. Maybe next time, because it's all out in the open, he won't have those same type of nerves.
I mean, he's really sweet, and everything he does seems pretty genuine.
Well, how about this, Mona? Would you go out with Kip on a second date? I will pay for it. Free second date.
Time?
What's that?
Said we would get food this time.
You can get food. I promise.
Yes, we could do whatever. We could go bowling or get food or whatever.
He's the same guy.
Kip, you really like bowling, don't you?
I just don't date a lot, and that's just the last date I went on. We went bowling, and we had a great time.
Oh.
You guys don't have to go bowling if you don't want to, Mona. You can do anything. We will pay for it, though. Will you go out with Kipling again?
You know what? I guess he does deserve a second chance.
Whoa!
That almost sounded not painful.
What does that mean?
You're saying yes?
Yes, I'll go out with Kip again.
Yay!
Yeah, really? You won't regret it, I promise.
Congratulations, Kipling. You got a second date, man.
I can't believe you guys did this. This is amazing.
Yeah!
Kip, I can't believe we did it either, honestly.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
You know, there are all kinds of dates. There are good dates. There are bad dates. There are dates that end prematurely.
Really?
And
That
then everybody
solicited
is
that?
disappointed. I've had a lot of first dates end prematurely. And, you know, I've never been disappointed. I've always been perfectly fine with it. But Joe, who's on the phone today, had his date end prematurely, and he's actually disappointed about it. What's up, Joe?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
I just established right off the bat, we're talking about, like, it didn't last very long in terms of time. Well,
No, it didn't
that's
last
not
long at
even
all, did it,
good.
Joe?
I
Believe
mean,
me, that wasn't the case here.
I still don't know what we're arguing.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about whatever Jubal is going into right now. The date didn't last very long. I'm fine in whatever department he was going into.
What are you reading
Okay.
into, Joe? I
Thank
was
you,
talking about your
Joe.
date. You said you guys didn't even get through it. Jeez.
Look, I have a great date planned out, right? I really like this girl, Allison, and she's just an amazing, amazing girl. It didn't really go as planned.
God, it sounds like you have a lot of pressure riding on this one date leading up to it.
Well, I really like this girl, and I wanted to make a good impression. I got these really great tickets to a show I thought she would like. I spent way too much money on it, and I got my car washed, and I got it detailed and
Car wash.
everything.
Because a girl always notices when a man rolls up in a clean car.
Absolutely, that's what I thought. And I get there, I pick her up, and we're on our way to the show, and my car broke down. I just had it looked at like last month. I don't know why it broke down, but it just...
Yeah, my car has broken down on a
Okay,
lot of
Jubal.
dates too, Joe.
Quote unquote.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
My car literally broke down. I don't know what you're implying, but my car literally broke down.
Yeah, that's
I
what I'm
think-
saying. Broke
I think
down.
he's implying that you didn't check the dipstick before you left.
You know, my dipstick was fine. Something happened with the motor. I don't know what it was.
All right, I can tell, Joe, that you're getting annoyed with this. Okay, so your car broke down, and what happened then?
The car broke down, and I was trying my best to fix it. I was getting really frustrated with it, and she was actually so sweet. We went to a gas station. She helped me fix the car, and we did fix it, but by the time it was fixed, the show had already started. And so I thought, well, there's no point in going to the show now. We were already halfway into
Okay,
it.
but wait.
That sucks.
Can we stop for just a second? You fixed your own car? You didn't call AAA?
I figured I was in a hurry. I wanted to get to the show,
No,
and I wanted.
I'm saying that's impressive, and that right there should have won you a second date.
I mean, I wanted to show her I was a real man, that I could fix my own car, maybe salvage this date somehow.
Yeah, you can get under
I'm
the hood
impressed.
and adjust the wingdings.
Exactly.
I know all about that,
Man,
dude.
Jubal.
I know all about it.
Show her that I can put it in a little elbow grease.
Was she impressed?
She was impressed, and I was impressed that she was not, like, above helping me fix it herself. She got right in there with me.
So, I mean, none of this sounds bad. Yeah, it didn't go as planned, but that doesn't mean it went bad.
I mean, I spent a lot of time planning the date, and I spent a lot of money on the tickets, and it went completely 90 degrees in a different direction than I thought it was going to go. And she asked me if I could just take her home because then I was kind of shot, and so I thought, well, maybe I can parlay this into, I don't know, like making her a nice dinner or something at her place, and maybe a little Netflix and chill or something.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Hey, you made the car break down on purpose, didn't you?
Yeah, not as impressive, Joe, but okay.
I did not break down the car on purpose, I assure you that.
So how did you end things then with her?
Well, I took her back to her place, and I asked. I said, well, would you like to at least hang out for a little bit? Maybe I can make you some dinner. And she said, well, maybe another time, right? And so I just thought, oh, okay, maybe I can come back in like a couple hours. Let me give you a chance to, like shower, get yourself ready. And she said, no, like another day. And oh, okay. I maybe overplayed my hand there a little bit, but I thought, okay, fine, I'll go out with her again some other time when when my car is in better shape or something. So I was texting her back and forth, trying to call her, and just nothing. It went like radio silence. I thought, what did I do to offend this girl?
And how many hours would you say you guys spent together from pickup to car breakdown to drop off?
We had to know each other pretty well in 2 hours, helping me fix my car like that.
Yeah.
You didn't have any big freakouts while you're trying to fix it, did you? Start like beating up the car and yelling and cussing?
No. I mean, I was a little upset. I mean, who wouldn't be? I had this whole great date planned, and then my car breaks down. It's embarrassing.
Okay. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
All right, thanks, guys.
Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for today's second date update, Joe is on the phone, and Joe is what we like to call a real man. That's right. Joe can fix a minor problem on his car with his bare hands in under 3 hours. Pretty amazing feat. And that's what happened on his first date. It actually ended up ruining his date, though, because they never made it to the show they were trying to go to. And then after his car broke down and they fixed it, he ended up taking her back to her place. And now she's not calling him back, and he wonders why. Why wouldn't she call you back, Joe? You're the last real man on earth.
Hey, I never said I'm the last real man on earth. I fixed my car, and I did my best to show her a good time. And
Damn it, Joe. Bragging again.
Quit showing us up.
God.
Joe, I mean, they're kidding, but it is pretty sexy when a man can, be hands-on and fix stuff.
well, I do what I can.
Yeah, but I will say you sound almost a little angry that she isn't calling you back.
Oh, yeah, I put in a lot of time with that date, and I prepared for it.
Okay, so there should be no reason why you didn't get a call back.
I'm flabbergasted. I have no idea why she's not
Okay.
coming back to me.
All right.
All right, well, I'll dial her phone number right now and see if we can figure it out, okay?
All right.
All right, here we go.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Allison, please?
this is Allison.
Hey, Allison, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Huh?
This is
Long
Jubal
pause.
from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
What?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
I don't understand.
We can tell.
English or? Because I can speak Spanish to you if you need.
No.
Can you?
No, I speak English fine. I just don't know what's happening right now.
I'll explain. My name is Jubal. I host a radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the morning. And we have a listener who emailed us about you.
What?
I feel
Yeah.
like the appropriate response.
We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back after, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out what happened. And recently, you met up with a dude named Joe.
Right.
Right. And Joe liked you a lot, and He told us about your date, but now he says you're not calling him back.
Okay, yeah, but what does that have to do with you?
Well, our job is to see if we can get you on the phone and ask why you don't want to talk to Joe.
Okay, but I never said he could talk to anyone about me.
Well, just so you know, he only said good things.
Well, what did he say?
He said that you guys were going on a date. He had planned to take you to a show. He was really excited about it, but unfortunately, on the way to the date, his car broke down, and he took you home and hasn't heard from you since.
Okay, that happened.
He also said that you were super awesome and that he really wanted to impress you and that he was super bummed that you guys missed the show.
Yeah.
So he's saying what he did was supposed to impress me.
Well, the tickets were going to, but I was impressed that he fixed his own car. I thought that was pretty sexy. I mean,
Yeah.
a man who can do that, it's kind of awesome.
Yes, a man that could do that would be awesome.
Okay, so that's him, though, because he said, unless he's lying, he said his car broke down and then he fixed it and then had to take you home. And he said you chipped in, too. He said you helped out.
He said I helped?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did all of it.
You fixed his car?
We broke down. He got out like he was going to check it out, and instead he stood by the side of the road and stared at the car.
What?
Like he didn't even open the hood? He just...
No. So I got out and asked him if he was going to pop the hood and check it out, and he told me that he could not.
What do you mean?
And when I asked him why, he said it was because he didn't want to ruin his new leather pants.
No way.
Shut up.
And that was when I noticed his skin-tight leather pants that apparently cost him a lot.
Wait,
He was like wearing... Yeah, forget the car for a
I
second.
know.
He was wearing leather pants.
Leather pants.
I don't know if I'm more like surprised and shocked that he was wearing the leather pants or that it took you so long to notice the leather pants.
Well, just wearing the leather pants in general is kind of a turnoff. And then to tell me that you can't fix your car because you don't want to get them dirty.
Well, they were probably expensive. I think leather clothing is usually pretty expensive.
So did he just stand over you while you fixed his car?
I told him he should go run back to the gas station that was down the road and pick up a few things to see if we couldn't get things working. And I let him go. And by the time he got back, I had the car fixed for him.
Good job.
That's so cool.
Now I think you're sexy.
Man, so he walked all the way to Rand of the gas station in leather pants? That is hot, steamy.
Chafing.
Yeah.
That just
That
sounds
is
swampy, doesn't it?
Not attractive.
So you guys can probably get why I'm not wanting to talk to him anymore, right?
I personally don't. I like anybody in leather pants. And that's why I like Joe, because Joe is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
He's on the phone.
Yes, he is. Joe?
Do you even understand how expensive those pants are? I shipped them in from Italy. They were handmade.
Wow.
Yeah, wow, exactly. Yeah, it's actually worth more than your car, probably.
Whoa, Joe, the insults.
Well, she's insulting me, saying I'm not a man. I helped, okay? I just didn't want to ruin my pants. I helped.
I'm really not concerned with how much your leather pants were. The fact that you asked me to fix your car so that you didn't get them dirty is where my concern lies right now.
Look, I offered to help. I walked all the way to the gas station in those pants to get the supplies to help us fix the car. I thought it would be a good bonding experience, actually.
We didn't even use any of the supplies you got. I got it fixed without any help from you.
That's because I told you what was wrong with it. I knew what was wrong. I just didn't know how to fix it.
That's pretty much like fixing the whole car,
Yeah.
Joe.
The engine.
So are you more upset, Allison, that he didn't fix the car, that he wore the leather pants, or was it just kind of the whole package?
It's definitely the whole package.
Okay.
Wow, this is like so disrespectful. Do you realize how much I put into this date? The washing my car, getting tickets to a concert that you like, and this is the thanks I get for this. This is beyond me. You are so stuck up. I'm so pissed off.
Well, since you're being such a sweetheart, Joe, I wasn't going to offer up the fact that you were also wearing a burgundy choker.
What?
Choker?
Wait, what's wrong with my choker?
Who wears a choker on a date?
Well, you know what? I'll tell you who does wear a choker on the date. French people, Italian people, people from the UK.
Leather pants and a burgundy choker, Joe.
Yes, all the girls in Italy love that.
Yeah.
Maybe I should just go to Italy, and maybe those girls would appreciate my effort.
Maybe you should go to Italy.
That is some risky fashion choices on a first date, Joe.
I like to be bold. I'd like to make a statement.
Yeah, you made that.
Yeah.
You did it.
Instead of Italy, what about Italian? Would you guys like to go on a second date? We will pay for it. Allison, will you go out with Joe one more time?
Definitely not. I'm over Joe.
Well, you know what, Allison? I'm sorry I put in so much effort with you. You're clearly not worth my time.
Oh,
Wow.
man.
That's true. Dudes who wear leather pants, they don't have a lot of time.
You know what? At least I have the to wear something like that, Jubal.
True.
Or you don't. Because
Oh,
those things are very tight.
I see what you're saying there.
And you know what, Jubal? We can have a leather pants off. I will prove to you that I can wear those things better than you can wear even jorts, whatever the hell you're wearing.
Dude, I am down. I will look, okay, you didn't get a second date with Allison, but you did score a date with me. We're gonna have a leather pants off, you and I.
I want pink.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm all for it, buddy.
Let's do it, chump. I'm popping online right after this and purchasing some.
You tell me the time and place, and I'll be there.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
Let's do it.
This is the manliest fight I've ever witnessed. So great, guys.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 says, that dude is everything that's wrong with America. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning talking about today's second date update. In case you missed it, this dude Joe wanted to call Allison. They went out on a date. The car broke down, and then after they got the car working, she wanted to go back home, and then she wasn't calling him. So we got her on the phone and found out the reason she wasn't calling him back was because the car broke down, and she had to fix it herself. And why is that? Because he didn't want to get his leather pants dirty.
Hey, you know what? Those things are expensive.
It's just the funniest image to imagine, like pulling up to the side of the road and seeing the girl working on the car and a guy in leather pants wearing a choker
you know what?
sitting on the sidewalk.
I appreciate a good role reversal. I do.
Of course.
And what I'm more excited about is Jubal and his walk-off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was worth the second date in and of itself.
Totally.
Yeah, and don't forget he was wearing a choker.
Yes.
She revealed that a little bit more through it, that he was actually wearing a choker
Very
and leather
fashion
pants.
forward.
I love it, yeah. I can't wait to throw that stuff on and challenge this guy.
At least he's putting effort in, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe
Remember,
he
if
put more effort into his outfit than I would put into my outfit on a first date.
If you want to do a second date update, all I have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Moving 92.5.
Moving 92.5. Second date update.
We got an email into our show from one of our listeners named Bobby.
Ooh, hey, Bobby.
I don't know if that's how he pronounces it, but that's how I want to pronounce it.
It's the
Bobby.
only way you can say it. Hey,
Like
Bobby.
3 A's and 5 Y's.
Yeah,
Well,
Bobby.
Bobby emailed us and told us he went out on a date that had two very distinctive sides to it.
Okay.
And I'm reading out of his email. He says, quote, one side was very uncomfortable and odd, and the other was fun and enjoyable.
Ooh.
Polar opposites.
Yeah, that pretty much describes every Craigslist meetup I've ever had. So, Bobby, your email really got my attention. But before we hear about your date, tell us about the girl you went out with. What's her name?
Caroline.
We can't do anything with that.
Caroline.
Bobby.
Caroline.
Okay, it's gonna get old real quick. Where'd you meet her? Where'd you meet Caroline?
We met online.
Okay, and what stood out about her?
Well, to be completely honest with you, she was the hottest match I've had in an entire year of being on.
Oh, impressive.
I like that
dude.
your voice goes so deep when you say that.
That's how you know it's a man thing.
Yeah.
She was super hot.
And bonus, she's a college graduate.
Oh, so she's possibly smart. It doesn't always mean that you're smart.
Sexy and semi-educated.
That's when I'm out.
That's
Never
what
mind.
men love.
She's got brains. Never mind.
So, Bobby, tell us a little bit about the date. Did the uncomfortable and odd part happen first, or did you start off with fun and enjoyable?
It started out odd and uncomfortable.
Really? Usually people don't even give it time to get through odd and uncomfortable to get to fun and enjoyable. What was so weird?
Well, we met at a restaurant, and I was the first one to arrive. I got there just a few minutes early, and when she came walking in, I recognized her immediately, and I go in just to give her a hug, and she stopped me and stepped back and said, "No, thank you."
Ooh.
Like in an aggressive way or in a I'm scared of germs type of way?
It was firm but kind, I would say.
Okay.
You know, so I stopped and was like, "I'm sorry, is there like a problem?" And she says, "It depends." And then she pulled out this little stack of papers out of her purse and put them on the table.
What was the papers?
This is an interview?
They were like court documents that she had printed offline. 6 cases. They were my court cases.
Oh, I thought you were getting served for a
Wait, you got a record?
A slight record.
Why is 6 pages?
If you can do a stack of papers, I don't think there's anything slight about it.
What were you feeling when she did that to you?
I felt like I was in school, like in trouble with a teacher or something. It was weird.
You know, though, at least she showed up. Like, most girls would Google search you probably and just never show.
true,
Like,
Totally. But the records didn't actually say what I had done or what had happened, because that's not available. So she asked me to explain each one.
Whoa.
oh my God.
This sounds like a hot start to the date.
Were you totally honest with her?
Yeah, we talked through the issues, and he was like, traffic stops and this kind of thing. And she's very skeptical.
As we are.
I am right now.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling like I'm on trial again.
Again.
Yeah, I'm trying to put myself in your shoes. Like, you just must have been so nervous.
I was very nervous because I wanted things to work out. Like, I had matched with her, and she was smoking hot.
Yeah. I know, you want to come off looking good to the sexy chick. So,
dude.
was she impressed with what you said? Or not impressed, but was she
She's like, ooh.
was she okay with the things that you crimed up? How do you say it?
Crimed up. I like it.
I think never be your own lawyer,
Yeah.
Jeffrey, just so you know.
So what'd you think of your crimes?
She did start to warm up, and I basically just told her I've been unlucky with the cops for pretty much my entire life.
That's what they all say.
Yeah, they're out to get me.
No, I'm serious. Like, one of the examples is I was arrested for driving with a deployed airbag. I had backed into something, and it went off, and I still had to get to work. I had to get to where I was going, so I just kept going. Like,
That's funny. That's amazing.
How could you even see out the windshield?
But it's funny because now he has a criminal record because of that.
she was cool with that one, but this other one she was not so cool with, which involved Pizza Hut.
What'd you do, rob them?
Well, I didn't rob them for money. I got arrested while I was drunk in college. I broke into a Pizza Hut and I stole chicken wings.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't
I
blame a
see.
guy for that.
That just sounds like a good time.
Was there a turning point in the night? I mean, because it's pretty impressive if you were able to actually get her on your side.
At one point, she did open up, and that was the fun and enjoyable part.
Okay, good.
Okay. So you guys connected.
Yeah, and then she did allow us to have 2 cocktails, but not dinner.
Okay.
Whoa, okay.
Man, this girl sounds pretty uptight.
Strict?
But I have an idea about why she didn't want to have dinner with me, and it's because I didn't want to tell her about my last court case. There was one left, and it's just super embarrassing, and I didn't want to talk about it.
So you spilled on the other ones, but that last one you said, nope, not going to happen.
Yeah, she said that she was going to get up and leave unless I told her, and I wouldn't do it.
Oh, no. Did she leave?
Yeah, she left.
Oh.
Bobby, what'd you do?
Yeah, just tell us.
Just between you and me. No one else is listening.
I ordered some chicken wings.
No, come on.
Come on, Bobby.
I mean, what'd you do?
What's
that
the
was
thing
so
that you
embarrassing.
wouldn't? Yeah, what didn't you tell her?
I don't see. I would like to get through this without having to talk about it. I was hoping you guys work your magic.
Oh, no.
Okay, can I just ask you, would you date you if you knew what you did?
Good question.
Yes.
Yeah, there was a hesitation there. Oh, okay, yeah.
I'd date me. All right. Well, so have you thought about telling her the truth, Bobby?
Yeah, of course I've thought about it, but the risk is just too great.
Well, and I will say, I feel like you were really honest, and there's just some things you don't have to share with everybody. Yeah. It's not going to change who you are right now.
Exactly. I shared with her 5 out of 6 of my court cases. That should be good enough for dinner.
All right. Well, I guess that's what we're working on.
Yeah.
Is that the rule?
All right. Well, Bobby, you may have to tell Caroline what you actually did, but we're going to play a song first, come back, and get your second date update right after this, okay?
All right. Thank you so much.
All right, hold on.
92.5. Second date update.
We're right in the middle of a second date update, but before we go any further, all the women listening right now better watch out because we have a certified bad boy on the phone. His name is Bobby.
Aren't they all named Bobby?
Bobby loves driving around town with a deployed airbag and eating chicken wings that he didn't pay for and committing minor traffic violations with zero cares. He's bad. Bobby is on the phone for his second date update, and he recently went out with a girl named Caroline, and Caroline decided to start off their date by bringing a 6-page printout of Bobby's rap sheet and made him explain every court date he's ever had.
Oh, my God.
So he told her about 5 out of the 6 charges, but was too embarrassed to share his 6th offense, and that's when Caroline decided to cut the date short. Now he's hoping for a second chance. Bobby, you bad boy, you. What do you say?
You guys, I really don't want to have to tell her about this last case. Can you please just try so that I can go on another date with her without having to divulge this?
You know, I'm usually all for honesty in a date, but I also think that there's some things you should be allowed to keep private. But can I ask before we do this, you promise that last one isn't something that, like, I don't know, where she'd be putting her life in danger if she went out with you again?
Yeah, it's not scary, is it?
I promise she would not be in any danger with me. It's just one of those things I haven't told many people. Only a few of my closest friends know about it.
She'd be in danger of being too turned on because he's bad. Bad boy Bobby. All right, Bobby. I believe in you, okay?
Well, I'm glad somebody does here.
There we go.
Jeff and your lawyer.
All right. Well, we're going to give Caroline a call for you, okay? I'm going to dial the number right now. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's do this.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Caroline, please?
Speaking. Who's this?
Hi, Caroline. My name's Young Jeffrey from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry. Who is this?
It's Young Jeffrey. I'm a radio host.
Hi, Caroline.
You're not familiar with Young Jeffrey?
That's actually not that shocking, Caroline.
I'm sorry. How many people are on the phone right now?
Oh, that's confusing.
There's 3 of us in the studio right now.
Hi, Caroline. I'm Brooke.
I'm Jose.
We're a radio show.
You said that part already.
Okay, we're a repetitive radio show.
Yes, and did you know that we broadcast our show on the radio?
Oh, God, Jeff, stop. Sorry if we're annoying you.
Why are you guys calling me?
That's it. Yeah, let's get right to it.
Let's do that.
We're doing something called the second date update. Basically, that's where if one of our listeners has gone out on a date recently but isn't getting a call back, we can call that person for them and figure out the reason why. So you recently went out with a guy named Bobby.
Bobby wanted you guys to call me?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Bobby had a great time on his night out with you, and he's just wanting to know the reason why you're not getting back in touch with him.
You know, I think I made it pretty clear to him when I saw him last week, and if he doesn't want to follow my rules, then I don't want to go back out with him.
Well, Caroline, he told us about the rules. Like, you're talking about that you showed up with the rap sheet and all of his criminal convictions, and he wouldn't tell you the last one.
So you guys know all about the date?
Well, I mean, some of it.
From his perspective. We don't know it from your perspective.
And kudos to you for being very thorough on background checking him. I think that's a good call on your part.
I mean, honestly, I just want to feel safe, and I feel like every woman should do, you know, a little bit of digging and make sure they know who they're going out with.
Totally. But they all seemed like pretty silly offenses, nothing crazy.
He told us about the Pizza Hut one where he stole the chicken wings when he was drunk, driving with a deployed airbag.
I mean, that's just silly.
Yeah, but he didn't tell me the last one, and I'm worried that if he's so ashamed or if it's so horrible, then that's simply not going to make me feel safe or comfortable enough to see him again.
Well, I can understand that emotion, but he assured us that it was nothing bad, nothing terrible. He's a good guy, and he was caught in a bad situation.
So he told you guys?
He didn't tell us
No, no.
specifically what it was, but
So how do you know it's not bad?
Because all the other ones are so.
I guess, okay, here's the thing. There's a certain level of trust at some point in any dating, right, that you have to be able to give. And because the other 5 were pretty harmless, and because this guy seems pretty cool, like, why not give him another chance? You don't have to know everything about someone before you go out with them.
You're right, I don't have to know everything, but I should know if he has 6 offenses, what the heck the last one is.
But he's not locked up, so it can't be too bad. I mean, is that a bad standard for me to have? I don't know. It's like,
so many felons.
you served your time. You did the crime, you know? There's got to be some point where society forgives you.
I don't know if we're going to agree with Brooke on that sentiment, but maybe there's a chance that Bobby will tell you what he did. If he told you right now, would you be willing to hear him out?
Well, yeah, he absolutely has to tell me, otherwise I'll never go out with him again.
All right. Bobby, tell us what you did.
Hi, Caroline.
He's on the phone?
Yeah, he's been on the other line listening the whole time.
Caroline, you just need to trust me. It's just a super embarrassing thing. If you come to dinner with me, I'll tell you there.
No, I'm not going to dinner with you. You already had that chance. You could have told me last dinner.
See, I feel like Bobby really screwed up on this one because it sounds like if you want to date, not only are you going to have to tell Caroline, but you're going to have to tell everybody.
But he says it's not that bad, so maybe it's not that bad.
I didn't say it wasn't bad. You asked if it was life-threatening.
What? Okay, wait. Let's play a little, like, Caroline, how about some 20 questions? Like, did you serve any time for it, Bobby?
I was going to take forever.
Yeah. Bobby, why don't you just tell us what you did?
I have a short attention span.
I know. The minutes on our station's phone plan doesn't have that much in it, so just get right to it.
Okay, I'll tell you, but I can't believe I'm saying this.
All right. And Caroline, you're agreeing to go out with Bobby if he tells us.
No, I'm agreeing to listen and to see if I'd go out with him again.
All right.
Oh, come on.
Oh, my God, we're peer pressuring this guy. Okay, what'd you do, Bobby?
Yeah, I want to know.
Okay. A few years ago, I was in a wedding, and I rented a tux. And when I returned it, the owner of the tux rental place said that I had ruined it, like I had spilled some stuff on it, which I didn't. And then he charged me $400 on my card for no reason. And it made me angry because it was not true at all. I didn't spill anything on it.
Mm-hmm.
So a little while later, one night, I get drunk with those same guys from the Pizza Hut thing, and we hop in an Uber, and we took the Uber to this tux place, and I defecated in front of the front door, and I didn't realize that there were cameras out front, like security cameras, and I got arrested 2 days later.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So you took a dump in front of a tuxedo store.
Caroline!
Yeah. Will you go to dinner with me?
Wow.
Hold on, Bobby. Caroline, see?
I like him.
Your life's not in jeopardy. Maybe your ball gowns are, but...
That's pretty crazy, Bobby.
It's silly.
I mean, what are you feeling right now, Caroline?
I don't know. This is so weird, and it's just more weird every time I talk to him.
Come on.
Caroline, I told you all 6 of my court cases. Like, the least you could do is just have dinner with me. I'm not asking for anything more.
Yeah, Caroline, he's really gone out on a limb, like revealing his entire criminal history on the radio now.
Seriously.
I mean, can you give him another chance? I mean, we'll pay to send you guys out on a date.
Well, I mean, Bobby, I don't think you're a bad guy, but I'm going to say no.
What?
That is
What?
not fair.
I told you everything on the radio.
Yeah, and it's not horrible, but it just sounds really just dumb.
No, Caroline, listen to me. This guy is fun, okay? Yeah, sometimes it gets out of control, but that's what fun does when you're with a fun person. You will have so much better of a time with him.
Yes.
And honestly, you sound kind of like a little anal. Like you showed up to the date with his rap sheets. Like you need more fun in your life, okay?
Right. Yeah, Caroline, think of all the businesses that you and Bobby can defecate in front of together.
No, I'm being serious. Caroline, this would be good for you. Go out with him.
You can hold hands and kiss while you're doing it. It's a memory waiting to happen.
I'm with
You guys aren't helping me.
I disagree. I think this is working. Caroline,
come on, Caroline. You need a good story in your life. Go out with Bobby.
Yeah.
I just can't see myself with someone who makes these kind of really stupid decisions.
Oh,
Come on.
that's the only people I could ever see myself with.
That's why you work with us.
Caroline.
Listen, I'll think about it, guys. I will, but I just want to be honest. It's probably going to be a no.
Oh, come on.
Bobby, I'm sorry, man. It sounds like you're not going to get a second date out of this.
Oh, man.
We all tried, dude.
Well, this sucks because I had to tell everybody listening what I did too.
Yeah.
Caroline, be careful. He sounds angry. You may want to get some cameras for that doorstep.
I know. Look out, Caroline.
No.
Bobby, don't come to my house.
Come on, we'll bring some chicken wings. It'll be fun.
Move it. Second date update.
We've got a girl on the phone for a second date update today. Normally, when we do these calls, the date happened a few days ago, maybe a week or two. But this time, one of our listeners wants to reach out to a guy after 6 months.
Whoa.
Wow, that's long.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Sounds like all the other dates weren't as good as that one in that 6-month period.
I'm just glad she's not reaching out to us after 9 months, because then I know exactly the reason why she's not getting a call back. Yeah, and that's our caller. Her name's Marcella.
Hey, guys.
Hi, Marcella. Why the 6-month gap?
You guys, I have the craziest falling in love story you've probably ever heard.
Whoa, you already dropped the L-bomb right at the top.
Yeah, TBD, I hope so.
Okay, TBD.
Keep going.
Those are always good 3 letters to put with love.
Well, tell us what happened 6 months ago.
So about 6 months ago, I was in the hospital because I was having my tonsils removed.
Okay.
This is a romantic story, I can tell.
No.
Yeah. So the guy I was seeing was going to pick me up that day when he got off work.
Like pick you up from the hospital? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you have to have somebody pick you up when you have like a outpatient surgery because
Right.
you've been under. So anyways, he was supposed to pick me up around 5 when he got off work, but I was discharged a little earlier, around like 3:15.
Okay.
Hate when I discharge early. It's so annoying.
Gross.
Yeah.
And is this guy your boyfriend at the time, or is it just someone you've been casually hanging out with?
No, he was my boyfriend.
Okay.
So the nurse wheels me like down to the lobby and asked if someone was coming to pick me up. So, she gave me paperwork and she just, she left me there. So sitting there a little while later and the doors open like to the lobby and this gorgeous man who's not my boyfriend walks in with like a giant bouquet of flowers.
Oh my God. Why do I picture like doves being released behind him and angels singing?
And he sits down across from me. So we make eye contact a couple times and he smiles. And so I said, like, those are nice. Well, actually, I whispered like, those are nice.
Oh, right. Because of the tonsil situation. Yeah.
But that was hot.
Yeah.
It's a little sultry.
All right, what'd he say?
He's like, what? I can't hear you.
Off to a good start.
Okay.
But this is good. That's not your boyfriend. You shouldn't be flirting anyway.
Oh, come on.
Anyway, so I tried to say again, I was like pointing, I'm like, the flowers are nice. So he thanked me and he asked me what I was there for. So anyway, the doctor comes in and asks to speak with him, and they like go off, pulls him aside, and then he comes back, sits down again with sort of like this weird look. He looks at me and he hands me the flowers and he goes, "These are for you."
What?
I was like, "What?" And so he says, "They just told me that my aunt passed away."
Oh, and he was was bringing his aunt flowers.
No. I don't like this.
You got the world's saddest bouquet of flowers ever given.
Consolation dead person flowers?
Oh,
That's
so sad.
okay.
I mean, you guys, I took him, but like
You
I
took
felt
him?
terrible for him.
You have to take them.
I guess so.
You have to take him. So, anyways, he's sitting there. He's super upset. So for like 30 minutes, I'm kind of consoling this beautiful, beautiful man.
Yeah. About his aunt. How did you turn this into cheating on your boyfriend? Because I feel like that's where we're going. Maybe I'm wrong.
Me too.
I did not cheat on my boyfriend.
Okay.
No. So eventually he thanks me and he's like, I gotta go. But he writes his number down on the card with the flowers.
Okay.
Crosses out get well soon and writes call me later.
Love you, Auntie.
Yeah.
I mean.
Exactly. So I follow him out the door and it's raining. It's like some sappy like rom-com movie.
Of course it is.
So I asked him, like, are you sure you're okay to drive? You seem very emotional. I don't want you to get in an accident.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, yeah, I think so. I'm okay. And I was like, no, you know what? My boyfriend, he's going to be here soon. He can give you a ride. And he said no, and he drove off.
Yeah, because you just shattered his dreams. Like, he didn't know you had a boyfriend. You're flirting with him the whole time. He gives you his number, and then...
He's like, give me those flowers
Wait,
back.
what? Boyfriend?
It worked out for
What's
the best.
worse?
I didn't want to lie to him. Like, I was trying to be a nice person, like a friend. He needed a shoulder to cry on.
Yeah, you're a good person.
Well, I tried to be. Anyway, so I texted him the next day and just said, thank you for the flowers. Hope you're doing okay.
Man, your boyfriend must have been so confused though, like when you're walking out of there with a bouquet of flowers. He's like, where did these come from?
Yeah, but the explanation is pretty easy.
What is it?
Dead aunt.
I mean, he should also feel guilty because he did not bring me flowers. But anyway.
Yeah. All right.
So fast forward a couple months later, I'm not with that boyfriend anymore.
Good.
Ooh, someone's single.
That guy didn't bring you flowers. He deserves to be dumped.
Agreed, and many other reasons. We don't need to get into all that.
All right.
Anyway, you guys, I still have the flower card with his number.
Ooh, this is so fun.
And I really can't stop thinking about him. Like, am I a crazy person? Is this weird?
Yeah, you're probably crazy and weird, but it's really great.
Yeah.
I encourage it. Is
Crazy
that bad?
and weird is great for us on this show, so it makes good radio.
Dude, I say yes. Make it happen. Let's do this.
So have you reached out to him yet, or is this the first time?
I did text him, and I didn't get a response.
Oh my God, but he doesn't know you're single. That's why he didn't text you back. He probably thinks you're trying to cheat on your boyfriend.
I mean, maybe. I didn't think about that. I mean, that's what I keep to you guys.
Oh, I'm excited for this one.
And I don't think we asked, do you know what this guy's name is?
Oh, yeah.
He signed it Alex. Just Alex.
Alex is a sexy name.
Alex and Marcella.
Yeah,
good
hello,
couple name.
Ash.
Call each other Marsalix. Sorry, that was stupid. You know, celebrity name
Yeah.
anyway. Sorry.
It does sound good together. I'm with you,
weird.
Jose. I'm with you.
All right.
I got distracted.
Well, we're going to play a song. We'll come back and we'll call Alex and try and get you a second date update, okay?
Ooh, I'm excited. Me too.
All right, hold on.
Second date update.
We're on the phone with Marcella, and she warned us this is probably the craziest falling in love story of all time.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And I have to say, she's on the right track.
Is she?
Well, she met a guy at a hospital 6 months ago when she got her tonsils out. She was waiting in the lobby after her surgery when a hunky guy walked through the front doors carrying a big bouquet of flowers that were supposed to be for his aunt. But when he got the word that his aunt had passed, he was so devastated, he didn't know what to do, and he handed them to the only person he knew in that room, Marcella.
Oh, then he tore his shirt off and he kissed her passionately.
Not quite.
That didn't happen.
That didn't happen.
No.
She did console him and walked him back to his car.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, she had a boyfriend at the time.
Right.
Which is why she's waited this long to finally reach out to him and maybe finish this love story the right way.
Oh my
It does have
God.
the makings when you say it like that.
But you guys, we can't be. Oh, Marcella, do you really want to be using like love story, just throwing around out there? Because you've barely talked to this guy.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you guys love story. I'm not going to, like, start cold with him, like, love story.
Okay, well, that is something we should establish before we call him. We are terrible at these things sometimes.
Yeah, I was definitely going to drop that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, please don't.
Okay.
Glad we went over
Well,
this then.
no promises, Marcella, but tell us, how are you feeling going into this?
Oh my God, I'm really nervous now. I don't know what I'm going to say.
I don't blame you. I'm nervous too.
I'm
We all
excited.
are.
It's going to be great. Or it's going to be really bad, and then we can move on from having a crush on this guy. Either way, there'll be personal growth by the end of this.
And possibly a Hallmark movie made about it. So you're going to win.
I hope so.
All right. I'm going to dial the phone number and try and get you a second date update right now. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Alex, please?
Yeah, I was calling.
Hi, my name's Young Jeffrey. Work on the radio.
The radio?
Mm-hmm. You heard of it before?
Yeah, it's like in every car.
Right.
Yeah, it's like a podcast.
That's the one. He knows it.
All right.
Dude,
Good.
awesome.
We're best friends now.
Yeah, we're on the dial, man.
That's where we are.
What is this about?
So there's something that we do on our show called a second date update. It's where if you go out on a date with someone, but they're not calling you back, you can reach out to us and we'll contact the person and try and figure out the reason why.
I didn't go on a date with someone that's not getting back to me.
That's true.
That is
That's a
true.
good point. This is one is a little bit different.
Because the girl that reached out to us, you met about 6 months ago.
Okay, 6 months ago. It's a long time.
And you guys didn't go on a date. You met her in a hospital lobby?
Her name's Marcella.
Sorry. No, it doesn't ring a bell.
Oh, you were going through a lot of stuff in the moment, so...
Yeah. She told us when she met you, your aunt had just passed away.
Sorry about that too, man.
Is that helping jog your memory, though?
Honestly, no.
Okay, do you remember being in the lobby and you had brought flowers for your aunt? And she said that you had talked briefly about the flowers, and then the doctor informed you about your aunt passing away, and you gave the flowers to Marcella. And she was like super worried about you, offered to take you home, not take you home to her home, offered to give you a ride to your house.
Yeah.
Any of this jogging your memory? No?
Okay, I think I remember.
How do you not, like, definitely remember that your aunt died that day? I'm sorry, but...
Okay, there's a reason why I don't specifically remember her.
Okay.
Yeah?
What is it?
There's just been a lot of flowers and a lot of girls.
What?
I'm even more confused.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
You have aunts in every hospital that are dying across the city? Like, I mean, honestly.
Not necessarily. I had a buddy in the hospital, and I went to go see him. And I didn't know what to get the guy. It's your friend in a hospital. Like, what do I get him? So I just grabbed flowers from the shop downstairs.
Okay.
Okay.
He kind of gave me the idea. He's like, man, why are you giving me flowers? I don't need flowers from you. Like, I bet you could pick up on, like, any girl down there and if you give her the flowers.
What?
Whoa.
Your buddy told you to give flowers to girls in the lobby?
Like a joke, and turns out it worked. I said I was there for a buddy, and I ended up hooking up with one of the girls I met in the waiting room.
Okay, and that is definitely not Maricela.
Yeah, so we're not talking about Marcella. This is before Marcella?
Again, guys, I don't know who Marcella is.
Okay. Well, when did this happen with your buddy?
Well, it was a couple years ago, I think.
What?
A couple of years ago.
Wait. So are you setting us up to tell us that you've been doing this scheme for a while now?
I'm not doing it anymore.
So there was no dead aunt ever?
I mean, I'm sure one of my aunts have died.
Oh,
You dog!
This whole thing is a pickup scheme.
Like I said, I don't do it anymore. I started feeling like a little guilty, a little sleazy, so I kind of...
A little?
How many girls have you picked up using this?
Let's just say that it's a lot, and that's why I have a hard time remembering.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's like,
dude.
I don't...
I felt so bad for you.
I know. The dead aunt is the thing that I'm most upset about. I'm also kind of impressed that this is your thing, but also really disgusted that you're using... I'm all over the board here.
It's pretty shady.
It is very difficult dating out here right now. Like, it's like the apps don't work.
Blame it on the apps.
But you're not even trying to date. It sounds like you were just hooking up with all these ladies.
No, every single one I had a sit-down conversation with.
And you told them all lies. Yeah, I don't know if that counts.
Look, initially, yeah, it was a lie, but I mean, once we started talking, that's who I am. I'm not. I just needed like a way in.
Oh my gosh, I am floored.
You know who's probably even more floored than we are?
Oh my gosh.
Marcella.
Oh my gosh, the one you don't remember.
Because, Alex, we didn't tell you this, but Marcella has been on the phone listening this entire time.
And we do not feel shady about it at all, okay, Alex?
Oh my God,
Marcella?
Yeah, I am a little surprised that there's such a monster among us. Are you kidding, dude?
a monster? I don't do that anymore.
Like, so you go to hospitals to pick up like sick or like injured
I used to go.
or
I
grieving.
used to go.
I think you're missing.
Are you kidding?
Oh, man.
What can I say? It worked.
You can say you're gross. That's disgusting.
But also kind of genius.
I don't know.
It
I mean,
worked too much. He had to stop. Like,
if it wasn't
really
a hospital, like, did you have to lie about the dead aunt? Couldn't you come up with some other reason?
That's
like,
how you reel them in. That's the bait.
It is true. That makes a stronger, deeper connection.
The deeper connection.
She's right. I wanted to take care of the guy.
I know.
I can't imagine.
Ladies
Marcella,
love a
I'm
sad man in mourning.
Oh, you guys, I'm so sorry, Marcella.
Oh my God. I honestly can't believe that you can't remember me. Like, we had like a 30-minute conversation.
I hate to tell you this, but I had a lot of 30-minute conversations with a lot of girls and a lot of connections. I mean, don't doubt that the connection was real. Like at the time, I'm sure I thought the same thing.
Yeah, right.
Does that make you feel better, Marcella?
It definitely does not.
Oh,
Weird.
dang.
I mean, you got to give him. He didn't take advantage of you.
Listen, you're right. I didn't take advantage of her. I didn't take advantage of you, Marcella. I mean, I probably lost your number in like the pile of numbers I've got.
Oh my God.
Marcella, are you still attracted to him, or is this a total turnoff for you?
I, honest to God, thought this was like the greatest love story potential of my life.
Oh, I know.
But I think it's kind of like the biggest scam of my life.
Marcella, it doesn't have to be a scam. Like, I am technically single right now. I'm not seeing anyone.
Oh, this guy.
Oh, my God.
Wow, what a surprise you're single. That is such a shock.
Well, he ran out of relatives to pass off as dead, so...
God. You know what? Like, I couldn't even date you now because you hang out in hospitals all the time. You're probably patient zero.
No, I don't. I don't hang out in hospitals all the time anymore. I don't do that.
Oh.
Well, this feels like the right time
No, it does not.
to ask Alex, would you like to go out on another date with Marcella? We'll pay
Why
for
are you
it.
asking him? She needs to be there.
She's the one that contacted us.
I know.
Obviously, if I went up to you and gave you flowers, then you must be good looking. So, yes, I will like to go on another date.
All right, Marcella.
It's like a blind date for Alex. Marcella, like...
I mean, Alex is right. I am hot, and he's not going to see me ever again. Absolutely not.
Oh, you missed out.
I didn't see that coming at all.
Jeffrey didn't.
But did I miss out, Marcella? Because I honestly don't remember who you are or what you look like.
Oh, my God, that is so low, dude.
How dare
Come on.
Well, sorry, Marcella.
Oh.
No second date for you.
Dude, you are going to be so jaded after this, Marcella. I am so sorry.
Yeah, I'm the color of jade. Like, this is ridiculous.
And all right.
Oh.
Well, Alex, it looks like it's back to the hospital for you again.
Oh, my God.
Let's find our next love interest.
Don't forget to stop at the gift shop.
Yeah, I guess you're right. You know what? I don't think my great uncle is feeling too well.
Oh.
Stop.
Well, I hope he pulls through.
You stop.
Spoiler, I don't think he is.
You know you've had a bad date when your mom has to come pick you up at the end of it. Brooke and Jubal in the morning. And today's second date, Alana is on the phone. She met a dude named Jeremy at her family reunion. Relax, wasn't a cousin. He was a caterer. And they ended up going out to dinner. And on their date, she said everything went fine. But at the end of the date, when they were driving home, he actually ran out of gas. And while he was waiting for AAA to fill up his car or whatever, her mom actually came and picked her up and took her home. And now she hasn't heard from him. So we're about to get him on the phone and see if we can find out well, we know what went wrong, but what else went wrong on their date maybe? All right, Alana, are you ready to call Jeremy?
Yeah, I am.
I I just feel like he may be scared by your mom. Like your mom pressured him into asking you out. Your mom was there when he picked you up. Your mom came and picked you up from the date. Like, are you always that attached to your mother?
I mean, I don't really think that that's it. I think he just is embarrassed. Like, I bet he's just home, like, freaking out about it and just feeling like the date went really bad. And I just want him to know that I'm going to give him another shot.
That's nice.
Yeah, if I failed that badly on a date, I'd be thinking about it. I'd be like, damn, man, I was so tired, and then I ran out of gas. I can never call her again.
But you've called him 6 to 8 times. Like, I think that would be sign enough that you don't care. Like,
Yeah, but the damage is done.
I don't know. I think it's worth another shot. I really do.
All right, well, I'm going to dial his phone number right now and see if we can get him on the phone. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Jeremy, please?
Yeah, this is
Hey, Jeremy, how are you, man? This is Jubal from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry, who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
What's this all about?
Well, I'm calling you because we do a segment on our show called The Second Date. Have you ever heard of anything like that?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, well, it's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back after, they can email us to get you on the phone and ask what happened. And you went out with a girl named Alana the other day.
Oh, my God.
And
looks like you remember her.
That's what this is about?
Yes.
About that date?
Yeah, she emailed us. She told us about how you met. She told us about your date. And she also told us that she's tried to get a hold of you a bunch, but you're not returning any of her calls or text messages.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
Yeah, it's a little crazy.
Okay, so what happens now?
Well, we're trying to figure out why you won't call her back. So you have an answer for that?
Oh, yeah, I can definitely tell you all about that date, but I want to know what she told you.
Well, she told us that you met her at a family reunion. I guess you were a caterer there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she said you guys went out to dinner, and when you picked her up, you seemed a little tired, said that you had been working a bunch, and then you ran out of gas at the end of the date, and that's where things ended.
Yeah, that's like the short version.
Well, she also added that, like, her mom pressured you into asking her out. And
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was kind of cute, actually. Like, her mom came up to the bar and was like, hey, my daughter's interested. Will you ask her out? I saw her daughter. I'm like, yeah, daughter's cute. Why not? Like, can't hurt anything.
So you said, I got the short version. What's the long version then? Keep in mind, we're on the radio, so don't be like 20 minutes. I mean, just like, what's the meat that we're missing?
So I go and pick her up at her mom's place. That was kind of a red flag number one, right? Like, I kind of expected her to have her own place or like some roommates. But right away, as we're like driving to the restaurant, I find out girl is 19 years old.
Oh, wow. Okay.
She didn't. Legal. Well, yeah, legal, but also, like, how old are you?
I'm 28.
Yeah, I was going to say, you don't sound like a 19-year-old to me.
I mean, even if
No,
you were
man.
23, maybe that's on the edge because it's 4 years.
Dude,
But, like,
I've been out of college for 5 years, and she's been out of high school for like 1.
yeah.
Okay,
So
so,
when did-
already she's a little young, you're feeling like.
Yeah, she's cute and everything, but like that might be why I was out of it. Like I was a little shocked and like, I'm like, what have I got myself into?
Right.
So like, yeah, I mean, and then the whole running out of gas thing. I was borrowing my roommate's car, dude. Like I didn't have a car at the time, so I borrowed my friend's car. I didn't think to look at the gas gauge, and he like hands me the car. He's like, yeah, sure, go ahead. Not telling me it was on empty.
Okay.
By the time I saw it, it was too late. We're running out of gas. Like, it's already awkward. I'm just like, can this thing end already? This is the kicker. This is what really gets me. When mom comes to pick her up, as she's like going back around the car, she pulls me aside and says, by the way, I have a son who's into you too. Would you want to go out with him?
What?
Yeah.
Mom is just wingmanning for everybody. And also kind of low blow to her daughter. Like,
The whole thing was so strange, man. Like, don't get me wrong. I think it's really flattering that
Whole family wants
that
you.
this woman wants her son and daughter to date me. But it's just, I don't really, first of all, I don't really go that way. And secondly, like, it's just the whole thing kind of creeped me out a little bit.
Yeah. Her mom, I think her mom wants to date you, and she's just like, one of my kids is, I've got to see you around the house is what I want.
I bet her mom is closer in my age.
Oh my God.
Probably.
Would you ever consider dating a 19-year-old?
Would you ever consider dating a 22-year-old guy? I don't know how old her brother is. I'm just guessing his age there.
I have no idea either.
Well,
Oh my God.
Jeremy, I do have to let you know that Alana is actually on the phone and wants to talk to you.
Oh my God, no. Oh
Yep.
my God.
Yeah, I think it's just her. I don't think her brother's there. But Alana, are you still there?
Oh my God, I feel sorry. I feel bad now.
I just don't know why my mom would say that to you. Like, did she really say that? It's not something she would say.
Believe me, why would I make that up? Like,
I don't know. Like,
I've never had anything like that happen to me before. So, yes, your mom did say that to me. She did ask me if I wanted to go out with your brother.
okay, well,
and
it just doesn't make sense. I mean, my brother is gay, but, like, it doesn't make sense that she would say that after we went on a date. Did you, like, tell her that you're gay or something?
What? Why would I? No, I did not tell her I'm gay.
When did you have an opportunity to even do that? You know?
A little roadside confessional while you're out of gas with her mom.
Yeah, I ran out of gas. I'm gay. Anyway.
None of that.
I don't know. Maybe at the party you told her that or something. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me why she would say that.
Maybe she just thinks that, like, young people nowadays can do anything, go anywhere with their sexual. I don't know. Like, I definitely did not tell her I was gay. That is for sure.
Do you think it was a joke that you just took too literally?
No, I really thought it might have been a joke, but the way she asked me and the way she looked at me, she was serious. She was honestly asking me if I would go out with her son after I just had a bad date with her daughter.
Okay, well, I also want to say that I know I'm 19, but I'm, like, really mature for my age. Like, I have no issue, being outgoing, talking to adults. Like, even though I live with my mom, I have my finances in order. Like, I'm saving up for grad school, and, I'm really responsible. Like, my room is really clean. I'm really organized.
Like, I'm sure you
guys stop laughing. I'm serious. I'm really mature. I'm a lot more mature than any of my friends. It's not funny. I'm serious.
I'm sure you are. We just don't have that much in common. Like, even when we were talking, it's like we grew up at different times. Like, we don't have the same kind of connections on things. Like, you can't even have a glass of wine at dinner. You know what I mean? Like, it's just too far removed from where I am in my life.
Well, in 2 years, I'll be able to drink with you. Just wait 2 years.
2-year anniversary.
Yeah, after 2-year anniversary, you guys could, throw down a few glasses of wine.
Jeremy, I mean, what if she's right? Like, what if you just wait a little bit? My sister got married when she was 20, and they've been married for like 15 years, and they're totally happily in love.
Yeah, but check this out. If it's this much work and energy before we even get to the second date, it's looking like a lot of drama. If you start out a relationship like this, it's probably not great.
Maybe we got all the drama done up front.
Out of the way.
That's usually not the way it works.
I really don't think the drama will be finished. Like, your mother is very invested in you and your brother's lives, and your mom asked if I wanted to go out with your brother after we went out. Like, that means that there's a lot of drama there inherently in your family.
I'll tell my mom to cool off. Like, I'm not my mom. Like, I'll just tell her to.
I understand
back
that.
off.
But it's just too much. Like, the whole thing's a bit
I just
too
think
much.
we deserve another shot. Like, one more date. Just one more date, and maybe, without all that drama, you'll see who I really am.
Man, I feel bad, but I don't.
Hang on, Jeremy. Let me ask you officially. Would you like to go out on a second date with Alana? We will pay for it.
I don't think so. I think that she's a lovely girl, and I wish her all the best, and I wish her mother and her brother all the best. But I don't think I have a whole lot of time in my life for that kind of stuff. So, sorry, I'm not interested.
Okay.
Are you okay, Alana?
No, I'm fine. I don't know. I think you're making the biggest mistake of your life, and you're gonna look back one day and really regret this.
Oh my God.
Oh, the passion.
It's fine. I don't care.
No. Hey, I know it feels like this now, like this is a really big deal, but with like young people, like your generation, it's so easy to find people. You have a lot easier than I did at that age. Hey, you're going to be great.
That's not how I want to find someone, though.
Well, do you want to find someone by your mom asking them to ask you out?
I just feel like you're really missing out on something. But
and I don't know what
Thank
to say to that.
Okay. Jeremy, would you like to go on a second date with Alana's brother? We'll pay for it. Or a first date, I guess. We'll pay for that.
You can drink wine with him.
Yeah.
No, man, I'm good. I'm good on that.
Today's second date might actually be illegal for us to do in some states. I'm not really sure.
What?
But Alana, who's on the phone for a second date, said she met the dude she wants to call at their family reunion.
Alana.
So, Alana, you've got to explain that before we get into anything.
sure. Well, it was at my family reunion, but it wasn't a family member. It was a catered event. You know, my family's all fancy like that. So he was on the catering staff.
Okay, good. Usually when you say, like, I met this great dude at a family reunion and we're going on a date, it's not a good thing.
He's only my cousin.
Yeah.
It's no big deal.
Yeah, not as creepy as it sounds, I promise.
Okay,
Oh my
so
God.
he was a catering guy. What's his name?
His name is Jeremy.
Oh my God, were you getting ridiculed by your family for, I don't know what you were doing with the catering guy, but obviously talking to him a lot.
Well, I wasn't talking to him, but I was talking about him because I thought he was super attractive. Like, right when we got there, I was like, oh my gosh, that guy is so cute. And I told my mom that he was super attractive.
And your mom was looking at your cousin. She's like, yeah, he is. And you're like, no, the caterer. The caterer.
Not my cousin. Let's get that straight.
Wait, so did your mom encourage you to pursue hot catering guy?
Yes, to the point where she actually went up to him because I was too embarrassed and pulled him to ask me out.
Oh,
really?
Embarrassing.
No, were you okay with that or were you mortified?
I was mortified, obviously. I thought it was so embarrassing. And, you know, of course, I had that mother-daughter moment of being like, Mom, are you kidding me? And I was so mad at her.
Yeah.
But then, actually, at the end of the night, he came up to me and he asked me out. So...
Hey, it worked.
Well, it worked, yeah.
And your mom wasn't holding a gun at his back, right?
I hope not.
So what'd you guys do when you actually did go out?
Well, we went to dinner, but it was so weird because when he came over to pick me up, he actually came in and he said hi to my mom, so that was kind of embarrassing. But he was super out of it when he picked me up, so I was like, okay, I was excited because he's so cute, and then he was acting really weird.
What do you mean? He was like drunk or high or something?
Well, that's what I thought. Maybe he was, but then I talked to him about it, and he just said he was tired from all these catering gigs he'd been doing back to back.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you've been working a bunch.
Yeah.
I hope you didn't let him drive you to the restaurant.
I'll be okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, well, in hindsight, I shouldn't have let him because, like, we went to the restaurant. It was fine. You know, he was still out of it, but we had a good conversation and stuff. But then on the way home, he ran out of gas.
Oh, really?
No.
Yeah, and he just said that he had been really tired and, like, wasn't looking at the gauge and just forgot.
Oh.
Okay, so that's an awkward ending to your date.
Yeah, and what's even worse is I had to actually call my mom to come get me.
Oh my gosh. So wait, you like this guy still after all this?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I thought maybe he just had an off night, and honestly, I just kind of feel bad that my mom's been so involved. So I don't know if that's what's going on, but, like, he won't call me back, so...
Did you tell him that you lived with your parents?
No, he didn't know until he came over.
Ooh,
Oh,
maybe
okay.
that was it.
Yeah, that could be a deal breaker for some people.
Still live with your mom? Red flag.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But I don't know. We had fun. And he's the one who didn't get gas.
That's not your fault.
Yeah.
What was his attitude towards your mom?
He liked her.
Okay.
Did it seem like he liked you?
To me, it did. But, you know, sometimes we aren't good at gauging these things.
Right.
Yeah.
And I guess if he was tired from work and stuff, maybe it was even harder to tell.
Exactly. I wasn't really sure what was him being tired. And
So when your mom came to pick you up because he ran out of gas, did you guys end with a hug or maybe like a little kiss or something? Or did you just get in your mom's car and bounce?
to be honest, I was mortified. So I just said bye and got in the car.
So wait, hold up. You guys left him stranded with no gas on the side of the road? Like your mom and you didn't go get him gas?
Well, he had already called AAA and they were there, so.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't really want to wait with him because he seemed really embarrassed and it just was awkward.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to bounce.
All right. How many
Weird.
times have you tried to get a hold of him since then?
Probably 6 to 8 times.
Wow.
Dang.
That's a lot.
It's been like a week.
Like a week. And have you gotten any response from him at all?
No, I just think he was really embarrassed by how the night played out, and I just want to give him another shot. It didn't look good on him, but I feel like he might not know that it wasn't a big deal to me.
Okay. So you pretty much want to try to get another date with him so he can have a redo.
Yeah, both of us,
That's good.
Okay. Well, we'll play a song and then come back and call him and get your second date, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yep, hang on.
Need LASIK? Trust the experienced team at the LASIK Center at Evergreen Eye Center. No glasses, no contacts, no limits. What will you do? LASIK at evergreen.com.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
We like to talk about innovators on this show from time to time. And today's second date update features somebody who did a very innovative move. I think they redefined Netflix and chill.
What?
Yeah, I don't understand how this happened. I read their email. We'll get to the Netflix thing in just a second. But first, let's meet our second dater. Her name's Ginger. What's up, Ginger?
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
We don't even know what Jubal's talking about, but everybody's kind of impressed by you already, Ginger.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my goodness. It didn't start out as Netflix and chill, okay? It was weird.
Yeah, but you didn't even really you Netflixed in a weird place. Anyway,
I did.
We'll get to that in just a second. What's the name of the guy you want to call today?
I want to call Nick.
Nick, all right. And how did you meet Nick?
I met him in a bar, but like he was really nice and he pulled this kind of corny move on me. Like he wrote on a BevNap like, "Hi, I'm Nick, you're cute," and it worked.
Yeah, that would work on me too. It's so simple.
Well, you guys got to be
But it's like,
forward
oh
now.
my God, real human interaction.
Exactly.
Right? It was like straightforward. It wasn't some like gimmicky pickup line. It was just like statement of intent. Boom.
Did he put like a box on it, like check yes, check no if you like to go out with me?
No, we're not in middle school anymore.
Okay.
Oh, Ginger, don't lie. You would have gone for that too.
Okay, probably.
Yeah.
But no, it was cute. So anyways, we started talking. We were talking about what kind of movies we liked. We just really hit it off, you know?
Cool.
And we were having a good time, but it was kind of noisy in the bar. I decided to go split a pizza. We could actually like hear each other talk, you know, enjoy each other's company.
Oh, so you guys like really hit it off. This is actually your date then.
Yeah, no, it like, I don't know, something just clicked and we were having fun and talking to each other like people.
Weird.
Weird.
Yeah, that's odd.
Right? Well, from a bar, yeah.
So you guys split a pizza, and what else did you do?
Well, we went to go get the pizza, and while we're waiting, we were like, hey, so we can eat our pizza here. Here's like, we could go split it back at my place. I live a couple blocks away, and we could like watch one of those movies we were talking about and eat our pizza. And like, I don't know, it just seemed like a good idea. I was on board.
Oh, wait, he recommended that. I'm sorry, I didn't understand.
Yeah, it was his idea. It was his idea to upgrade pizza at the pizzeria to pizza at his place with movies.
Okay, and this is where the weird Netflix thing happened, it seems like.
Yeah, okay. So we're walking with our pizza, right? And then he starts looking at his phone, and apparently his roommate had dibs on the apartment and already had a girl up there.
Oh, no, he beat him to the punch.
Hater.
You're like, I was going to get some. What's wrong with the roommate?
Right, I had a plan, and I had a pizza. And anyways, so he was like, wait, I have a backup plan. It's kind of weird, but hear me out. So we sat in the back seat of his car and watched Netflix on his phone and ate our pizza.
Shut up.
That sounds like a good date still.
It actually still sounds kind of fun, yeah.
It was like endearing. He was just trying to make the best of a bad situation. You're like, well, you know, I promised you movies and pizza. Let's do movies and pizza.
So you guys got it on in the back of the car, right?
A little bit.
A little bit.
You either do it or
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I guess you could a little bit, but I'm hoping you finished everything up.
Well, there was a lot of pizza back there and not a lot of room, so we made out a little bit.
Oh, okay. So you didn't actually really hook up in the backseat.
I mean, everyone has different interpretations of what hook up means. We were making out, and that's hooking up to me.
Okay. So wait, was it all fun, or were there any awkward moments?
I mean, aside from the car seat being awkward,
Right.
it was fine.
And how did it end?
Well, we were making out, and, you know, his roommate texted him and was like, hey, they're heading out. We can, you know, go up to the apartment now. And I don't know, I didn't want to seem thirsty. I was like, we can save it for next time, you know?
Oh, so you turned him down going up to his place?
I did. I didn't want to seem overeager or, like, easy, you know?
Yeah.
You're like, I'm a backseat type of girl, not a real apartment type of
Yeah,
girl.
I will not go into your apartment, but I will do stuff in the backseat all day long.
Who do you think I am?
Yeah.
Not all day long, for some of the evening. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay.
Hey, we're promoting what you're doing.
How did everything end? And
I mean, you know, I said thanks for a good time. He has my number. I said love to see you again soon, and I just haven't heard from him.
What was his mood at the end of the evening?
He seemed to be fine. I don't know.
Like interested?
I mean, he seemed kind of disappointed I wouldn't come up, but like, I don't know. It seemed like we were going to hang out again.
and how many times have you tried to get a hold of him since?
I've sent him a couple texts. I don't want to be like smothering, but he should have noticed.
Okay, well, we'll play a song, then come back and call him and see if we can get you a second date update, okay?
Oh, that'd be great. Thanks.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Right in the middle of a second date update, and if you're just joining us, Ginger is on the phone, and she wants to call a dude named Nick. They met at a bar and then hung out and went to go get pizza, and then they decided, let's go back to my place and split the pizza, except his place had his roommate in it with another girl, so they couldn't go upstairs. Instead, they watched Netflix, split a pizza, and made out a little bit in the backseat of his car.
It's
And-
like high school all over again.
At the end of the night, his roommate was like, oh, okay, it's all good now. You can come up to the place. And he invited her up, and she said no. But they did end on good terms. I haven't asked the most important question yet, though, Ginger.
Yeah?
What kind of pizza was it?
Yeah, good point. No, it is.
Okay, don't hate me, but it was a Hawaiian pizza.
Ooh.
Oh, a lot
nice.
of controversy over Hawaiian
Yeah.
pizza. If you find another person who loves pineapple on pizza as much as you do, you need to lock it down.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I'm just asking because I'm hungry. It
Yeah.
sounds good. All right, we're about to give him a call. Any last words?
Oh, I just want to say thank you so much for helping me out with this. I listen to you guys every morning. Jubal, Brooke, I love you guys so much,
well-
and this really means a lot that you're helping me out.
Let's call him and find out if he has anything horrible to say, and then maybe hold your thanks till after that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a good point. All right, I'm going to dial his phone right now. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Nick, please?
Yeah, this is Nick.
Nick, what's up, man? How are you? This is Jubal from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
No way.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, hey. What's up, Nick?
Wait. Seriously?
I think so, yeah. I don't know why else we'd be on the phone and I'd be claiming to be Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, a radio show. Like,
You sound like Jubal.
that'd be a weird call to get if it wasn't for real.
I mean, are you guys calling to do like a second date update or something like that?
Yes.
How did you
Actually,
know?
we are.
Is by any chance the person who had you call is a girl named Ginger?
What?
Dude.
Nick, what are you?
Yes, it is.
Was
Nick.
this like, what is happening?
This is good. Okay, so she actually said that she'd do this if I didn't call her back.
Really?
She's a huge fan of your show, and she said it like I thought she was joking. She's like, if you don't call me, I'm gonna put you on second date update.
Oh, no way. All right, well,
Was
you
it-
didn't call it. Did you? Is this just a test then? You didn't call her to see if she'd actually follow through? Because she did.
Not exactly. It's a little bit more complex than that, but I don't know. I just didn't think that we necessarily had that much potential for the future. Because
Wait, hold up. Why didn't you have potential? You know how these go. We have to figure that out.
this is gonna sound a bit bizarre, but she's kind of obsessed with you guys.
What?
And well, okay, so we got pizza. We were watching Netflix. With I don't. She probably meant it's kind of funny. My roommate had a girl over, so we ended up in the back of my car.
Yeah, she told us all that.
Okay, all right.
She also told us that she defines hooking up as making out. I thought that was weird.
Yeah, me too, bro.
I think
Anyway,
a lot of people define it that way.
she says you guys made out in the back of the car, and then you invited her upstairs, but she said no thanks, and that was the end of the night.
This is so. I feel like this is so strange, but she really seems to be like she could not stop talking about you, Jubal. She was like, he's so funny, and like he always knows the right thing to say, and when I'm like, in a weird mood, like he's just like. I'd love to meet a guy like that. There's just never an awkward silence. He just knows exactly what to say, and like
There's never awkwardness? Are
There's
you
always
sure she's
awkward,
talking
yeah.
about the same Jubal that is in this room right now?
That's what makes him funny, though.
I promise you.
Really?
Brooke, yeah.
So should I be scared?
Dude, she stalks you on your Insta.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
So again, should I be scared?
Well, I mean, maybe you like that kind of thing.
Not really. I prefer people to kind of not like me.
You guys, I think-
more. Makes me feel better.
I think you aren't being like she's just a fan. Like she just likes listening to the show. The Instagram is public so that people can look at it. Like that's the whole point.
I've met girls the same thing where I'm even trying to be on a date and they ask questions about Jubal all the time. What's he look like? What's he about? He's so funny. And I'm like,
I can give you a mask to wear next time.
Thank you. That would actually help me, bro.
But like,
So, Nick, is that the reason you're not wanting to call her back because she was like obsessed with the show or whatever?
Obsessed with you, and she had this kind of glazed up. She looked out the window, wasn't really even like looking at me, like as if she was like, oh man, like kind of felt like she wished I was Jubal, and I was like, I'm a little.
I can give you a mask too, Nick. I can give everybody masks, I guess.
Maybe you can learn some of his voices.
Yeah.
You know what? I just want to let Jubal be Jubal and I'll be me, and I think there's probably someone out there who might be right for me, and I might have just met the girl who's right for Jubal. I don't know.
There it is. So, is this a second date for Jubal or is it a second date for you? I'm so confused.
Well, let's find out. And I'm scared to do this now.
I
And
can hear it in your voice.
Nick, Ginger is actually on the other line and wants to talk to you. I think you.
Hi.
Oh, poor Ginger, you're embarrassed, aren't you?
I am. Like, oh, that's not. It wasn't like that. I wasn't talking about it that much. I mean, like, everyone knows Jubal's hilarious, right?
Not everybody. I don't. Not everybody does.
Stop being so modest, cutie pants.
Cutie pants?
Oh my god.
Oh my God, that's
is
my
the
new
first, I
nickname.
think.
I mean, he does have nice jeans.
Why can't we be Brooke and Cutie Pants in the morning?
I would like that a lot, I think.
What's up with the CP?
So, Ginger, do you want to go out with Nick? I'm confused now.
Yeah.
I mean, I did, but he wasn't responding, but now I'm on the phone with you, so we can just talk.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
No, Ginger, I have a girlfriend, so I'm good there.
But, like, you know, if there comes a time when you don't, like, I'm around.
Okay.
Ginger, don't do this. It looks desperate.
Brooke, I've heard what you have to say. Don't worry. I can handle myself.
I don't know if I can handle myself.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
So, Nick, are you still on the phone?
Yep. Oh, I'm not missing this.
He's like
Confusing. I
just
don't
in
know
the
what to do with
bleachers.
this now.
So, Jubal, I mean, I've followed you on Insta for a while. Your girlfriends don't seem to last that long, so I don't. This one's not going to be around for a long time, right?
No.
That's messed up.
Ginger, I will agree with you. Previous girlfriends, yeah, it was a lot of turnover there, but this one is going to be around for a long time. I think so.
I think I've heard you say that before.
You might have, but I was lying then. I'm not lying now.
Yes.
I'm telling the truth now, Ginger.
It is hard to believe you at that.
I mean, it sounds like Jose is also there in the background, and I mean, I love his laugh. It's so infectious.
Wait, hold
So-
up, Ginger.
No,
Are
you're
you
not.
just going to the backup plan already?
You want to go out with Jose?
Say backup. These are my morning men. I listen every morning.
Oh,
like,
morning
Oh
men.
my God.
So wait, if I say no, are you going to go for Brooke now?
You're not going to say no, Jose.
No, I probably wouldn't.
Yeah, you should just hit Jose up. That is probably a pretty sure thing.
are you guys serious? Is there like a chance?
Well, it depends.
It depends.
You DM me on Instagram.
Ginger,
I'll
are you
answer.
a female, and do you have a pulse?
You're gonna have to say yes to those things.
Those are my
Well,
standards,
then there
so-
you go. You should hit Jose up.
God.
Amazing.
I mean, it's funny, but in all honesty, you were here for Jubal, and you were open about that. I don't think I'm down with all that, like being the backup plan.
Not in public, but hit him up in his DMs.
Yeah, right?
Aw, so
Come on,
sad.
man.
Wouldn't be the first
I
time.
have some kind of morals, kind of.
But thank you for listening, Ginger. Seriously, appreciate it.
Always.
Yeah. And I should probably ask this question too. Nick, would you like to go out with Ginger on a second date? We'll pay for it.
Yeah, that's a no.
Oh, yeah, why
That's
you
a no.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. We can tell the story to everyone of how we were on the radio together and that's how we worked things out.
Wait, Ginger,
Wait,
you're
so
still
now
like
you're-
considering a date with
You'll go,
Nick?
you'll go out with Nick now? You're still down to go out with Nick?
I've been trying to go out with Nick from the beginning.
Oh, my God.
Okay,
it's a full
so-
This is confusing.
Ginger will go out with anybody.
I don't see what the big deal is. It's just going out. It's not like all three of us are getting married.
Oh my
How did all
God.
three of us now become involved in this?
That is her new
On the show
fantasy.
together, huh?
Yeah.
Her tone
On
is
the
kinda
show,
creeping me
huh?
out, man.
Nick, you have anything to say?
Yeah, I don't think what is this, third or fiddle at this point is gonna work for me. It just does, to my.
You started as first fiddle. You could have just texted me back.
Yeah, you were first fiddle.
Oh, that's a good
Then
point.
I was second fiddle. Jose was technically third fiddle. Now you're first fiddle, but like reheated.
Yeah,
I don't even know how you heat up a fiddle, but you know what I mean. Like,
Man, I don't know about all these fiddles. I'm just worried that Ginger's going to be in our parking garage tomorrow morning.
Look, you know I love you, but you need to shut the up.
well,
I'm blocking her. I'm sorry,
Ginger, I'm sorry you didn't get a date with anybody right now.
Oh, Ginger.
But I'm sure we can find you someone to go out with.
Good. Open up the text phone, 78592. I know it.
Text in 78592. Is anybody willing to go out with Ginger?
Oh my God, it's so amazing.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 says 2 words, restraining order. Brooke and Jubal in the morning. And I think 2 words have never been spoken that are more true.
Yeah.
If you missed today's second date update, this girl Ginger wanted to call a dude named Nick. They met at a bar and then went back to his place to watch Netflix, but they couldn't go up to his place because his roommate was up there with another girl. So they improvised, watched Netflix in the backseat of his car on his phone, and they made out a little bit. We called and got Nick on the phone, and the reason he wasn't calling her back was because she was obsessed with the show. Even told him, if you don't call me back, I'm going to do a second date update on you, which she did. She was obsessed with me. She wanted a date with me. I told her no because I have a girlfriend. Very happy. Thank you very much.
Very happy.
Then she was like, well, how about Jose? And Jose said he wasn't interested, but probably interested.
Yeah.
And
We'll see.
so Jose told her no. And then she went back to Nick, the original dude, and still wanted to go out with him. So she just kind of wants to go out with somebody.
Thirsty.
My favorite part of the whole thing is that we got a new nickname for you out of it, Jubal. I mean, Cutie Pie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because she
yeah.
called me that. So
All right, Cutie Pie.
anyway, they decided to not go on a second date. And there are a lot of people texting in at 78592 who want dates with her.
Yeah, they think she sounds fun.
I must just go out in the world. You'll find her. She's out looking for dates all over the place. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Moving 92.5 is